TikTok is still the number one social media platform on the planet. The first thing that's really important is to pick a username that's going to be something memorable. So, like, if I just put Shannon Carpenter, I mean, you might watch a video of mine and then, maybe you want to show it to a friend, or maybe you want to watch something else again and you can't remember my name. So that's why I came up with Alpha Team Financial. Mine is a play on words. If y'all don't know, I live in Kentucky. And in Kentucky, we're really big on alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. ATF, Alpha Team Financial. So, a little play on words. A couple of my agents, they wanted to get into it. One girl I recruited, she's if you all were at the convention, Nicole, she was the blonde-headed girl with me most of the time. She is a hairstylist, and she runs Ulta Beauty. She runs like 4 or 5 states and 28 stores, and so anyway, she got into this kind of as a side hustle, but now she's looking at sort of transitioning into doing more of this, right? So instead of just making her name Nicole Hagee, I came up with Money Makeover, right? Money Makeover. She does hair, makeup. So I thought that was clever. I recruited one of my doctors, a chiropractor friend, to come work with us. I rolled her 401k into an annuity, took some of that annuity money, dropped it into an infinite bank, and she's like, more people need to know about this. Why don't people know about this? I said, why don't get your license and you can tell them about it? So she has all kinds of other doctor friends, and she wanted to sign up. So she got her license and got started. We started her an account since she's a doctor and now does financial stuff. We called her the finance doctor, and that went over well on TikTok. So something catchy is usually important. You can also just do based off your name. I mean, if you look at Juan Franco's channel, for example, he did have Juan Franco, and he didn't have as many followers. He changed it to Solid Financial Plan. He's up to 40,000 now. So, and I'll talk more about Juan in a second. That's my dude right there. He's hilarious. If y'all met Juan,
Man is best.
yeah. If you haven't met Juan, you see him in the halls or something, just stop him and talk to him. I promise you're gonna have a good time.
Guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's insane. So, but also, so when you have a new account, everybody says it's important to post 3 times a day. And that's why I like Depot. If you follow Depot Adesina, Depot he probably posted these 3 things the same day. And I asked him, I'm like, man, how are you posting 3 things a day? But it's like you're always in a different outfit or a different environment. And he goes, I take 3 shirts to work with me every day. I don't know how to have a Nigerian accent, sorry. And I said, Deepa, why do you take 3 shirts with you to work every day? He goes, I don't want people to think I'm dirty. I was like, well, I don't think they care what you're wearing. Like, I'm in a t-shirt half the time telling people about financial advice. They don't care. But I like his commitment. So he says post 3 times a day, and that's how, I mean, if you see, he's up to 207,000 followers. And a lot of it's just about content. I kind of had an eye-opening moment. I had one channel that was like personal, business, photography, track racing, all the things that I'm into. And then on Christmas Day, about 2 or 3 years ago, I posted I started a new channel because every time I go to these meetings, I always wear fancy knots like Merovingian and bow ties and Trinity knots and all that stuff. And people always text me. Brett's like, hey, can you send me a video on how you tied that knot? And instead of like filming it, sending it to him and sending it to Brenda and to Dave, and I thought, why don't I just start a channel? So I started a channel called The Naughty Boy. Make sure you spell naughty right. It's Knotty. That other channel, it's not me. I'm not qualified. But The Naughty Boy, the next day I woke up and I had 34,000 followers and an email from TikTok asking for my bank account so they could send me money. And I thought it was a scam. I was like, honey, look, TikTok's trying to steal my bank account. After 10,000 followers, they start paying you to make content. So it dawned on me that TikTok likes for you to stay on topic. So now I have seven separate channels. I have one for my streaming service. I've got one for my photography business, one for racing and just daily life stupid stuff I do. I've got one for finance, one for the Naughty Boy, and now all those channels have started taking off. So posting 3 times a day, picking a good name, like those are all things to get you started. Another thing you want to look at is your analytics. So, this is more later on, but after you've posted a video, you can click on it. You can click analytics. I've never done it from my computer, so I'm not even sure if I can do it from here. If anybody sees or knows how to do it, feel free to tell me something. But I usually do this on my phone. Oh, view analytics right there in front of my face. So if you view your analytics, it shows you your video has been played 120,000 times, total play time, average watch time. is 3 minutes. That's about people's attention span on TikTok, is about 3 minutes. And one of my other notes I'm going to get to in a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself here, is if they wanted to watch you for more than 3 to 4 minutes, they would go to YouTube and watch your entire hour-long dissertation on IULs and stuff like that, right? But this shows you new followers. It shows all of your meaningful interactions. That is going to be the highlight of today's meeting, meaningful interactions. But look at this. It shows me some from my For You page. And I'm going to talk about that in a second too. Personal profile, people that I know. Only 8% came from people I know. Other, I guess people that just randomly clicked on my profile. 6.9% people that are following me. Only 3% of my followers actually watched this particular video. So most of the people that saw it came from For You page. I'm going to show you how to get to how to get on the For You page. Then look at this. This is killer. It shows you search inquiries. This is what people are searching for. And I have another website that I can show you what specifically words people are searching for. So like, why do you need an IUL, stuff like that. And that website, I'll post it here so y'all can see it and go to it somewhere. It's called Answer the Public. Y'all ever heard of that?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, this is bad. Watch this. So enter a topic or a brand. Let's just do IUL, right? Index Universal Life. That's a buzzword. It's big right now. So look at this. This shows me from highly searched, average, lowest search, right? The darker ones are the it wants me to sign up for some. The darker ones are the best. So here's a lot of questions that people are searching for. And then look, they're divided out by the why, the who, which, when, what, how, can, are, all these things. So are IULs good is a hot topic, right? It's got a dark little red circle. So are IULs good? You could make a video and in the description of your video put, are IULs good? You're going to get a lot of hits, even from Google, because people are looking for that. Are IULs tax-free? Common sense to most of us, right? But yes, they are. Are IULs legit? Are they worth it? Are they a scam? Like that's searched for. So, but I use this to find out what people want to know and what I should be posting. Let's see. I had notes here written down. Another tip. Don't mention carriers. Don't use their logos. You have to have written permission from most of them to do something. So even if I'm in a training like this, I'll post it and I'll show you my content in a second on TikTok or on YouTube. Whenever I record these trainings, I post them to the Facebook group so that only agents can see those. Anybody with a link technically can see it, but I don't post it publicly because I don't want, the carriers calling me going, hey, you used our logo and you showed everybody how to use our software publicly. They probably don't want that. So it's just for agents. Let's see. Be educational. Don't be salesy. Nobody wants to buy something. People don't want to be sold. They want somebody that cares about them. And my entire first presentation, I know a lot of people do one call closes. That's fine. It works for you. I've done some, but I also feel like I have a higher risk of something dropping off the books. So knock on wood, I maybe have had 1 or 2 cancellations that I can't even name one, to be honest, but I'm just guessing. I had to have had 1 or 2 in the last 3 years. I don't get many because I mainly do SRS stuff. And when people put thousands of dollars into an IUL, they don't want to cancel that because they're going to lose their money. So be educational. My first meeting is all about just educating, asking a lot of questions, finding out what they need, and then we get into design. Be factual. If you're a subject matter expert, if you're not a subject matter expert on, let's say, IULs and you're making IUL videos, maybe send them to somebody else that knows IULs very well. Have them watch what you're saying. I'm not naming names. We have people within our own company that make videos that are factually incorrect. And I just kind of cringe. I'm like, gosh, like there's a video out there where one of our people does a very good video. The editing's great. Like the voice is awesome. It draws you in. You want to listen. But like in the first sentence, they say, you can take $100,000 and dump that into an IUL. That's my first problem. You would never want to do that because you're going to jack the face value up so high that the policy is going to implode later in life because you can't keep up with the premiums. There is a way to do that. It's a PDA. We're not teaching that today, but then they said you could dump 100,000 into an IUL, and the next day you could pull out 100,000. Also incorrect. You can access about 50% of your cash value with an IUL. And when people say IUL is infinite banking, it could be. You can use infinite banking within an IUL, but participating whole life is actually an infinite banking concept policy because you can access 90%. There's no fees. There's no rising cost of insurance. So that's a training we did a couple weeks ago. I'll get off my soapbox, but then they also said so you can put 100,000 in, take 100,000 out, 100% interest free. Wow, very incorrect. All IULs are going to have a loan, right? An interest rate, usually 4 or 5%. So back to this. I'm going to download a video. Actually, I already downloaded it, and I'm going to show you how to edit videos. One, I use CapCut. If you don't have CapCut, write this down, CapCut, CapCut. In my notes, Siri changed it to CapCut, so threw me off. I use that to get rid of any pauses, any silence gaps, to keep my videos short and sweet. So I'm going to pick on my man Juan Franco. When he first started doing these videos, he would take one of my videos, for example. Here I am doing the talking. Juan does a duet. He's sitting beside me, and he's just grinning, right? You all know Juan's big cheesy grin. He's just grinning and pointing like this. And his videos blew up. Then he started making his own videos, making his own content. But I was teasing him at convention. I was like, gosh, man, your first few videos were killing me. Because Juan talks slower, right? And then he would pause. He didn't know how to pause the video. So he would just he would talk. He would pause for a moment, maybe glance at his notes, and then say his next sentence. I was like, man, you need to chop out that silence, because people's attention span, right? All right, let's see what else. Cross-platform advertising. Brett mentioned this. Do you post other places? I try to post the same video because I have ADHD and I'll forget. I try to post it to TikTok. I take it from TikTok, from one of my other TikTok accounts, and I share it. And when I share it on other platforms. When I share it on Instagram, it automatically shares to my Facebook. So those are the main 3 platforms that I'm sharing things to. There are some apps and ways you can post and it share to everything. But Hootsuite, I think, is one. I've used it in the past. It seemed pretty good. Last time I tried, it would not seem to log into one of my accounts. So I just do it this way. Let's see. Another thing that I'll do is I'll post videos on TikTok, and then I'll post the short version, like a couple highlights. And then at the bottom, I'll have a link, for example, to the full version. Click here for the full version, and they'll go to YouTube and they'll watch the full thing. All right, so I got more for you, but the biggest thing is meaningful interactions. So what do I mean by meaningful interactions? If you look at this, for example, it shows you on this video, I just kind of randomly clicked on a video, it shows you where the viewers came from, it shows me meaningful interactions. If someone likes my video, instead of meaningful interactions, that's a mouthful, let's just call it brownie points, okay? When someone likes my video, I get 1 brownie point. So for these 1489 likes, I have 1489 brownie points. When they watch my video to 90% or better, I get about 20 brownie points. It's worth 20 likes. Just watching the video to the end is worth about 20 likes. And that's why you see people drop in little, what are they called? Like cliffhangers. They say the best part's at the end. Now you want to know what the best part is, so you watch it to the end, right? Then you have comments. Comments is huge. If you leave a comment on one of my videos, it's about 30 likes. And that's why Dave will post stuff. And I mean, he's posted stuff that I was there. I helped, I watched it. I was in the recording. I'm still going to watch it to completion. I brush my teeth and let it just play 3 or 4 times. But then I also go and leave a comment because I know that boosts Dave's video, right? So it gives him about 30 hearts, 30 likes. If I share it, it's also worth about 30 likes. So this is just basic algorithm stuff. And when you figure this out, it'll help you out a lot. Saving it. This is 50 people have saved this as one of their favorite videos, meaning they want to watch it later. I don't even ever watch my saved videos, but if it's any of you guys that post something, I watch it to the end, I like it, I leave a comment, and I click the share button. When you click the share button, it assumes you're sharing it. It automatically adds the brownie points. And then I save it as one of my favorite videos. So I do all those things for you guys. And if we all do that for each other, we would all literally go viral. Another thing you can do is I have this group I started recently called Go Viral. If you just search that on Facebook, really, I mean, you can read, I made this group to share videos, help each other go viral. If you're joining this, you're committed to engaging with members, videos, via meaningful interactions. And I even list all the things you can do to help each other out.
To talk, I can go ahead and go through this information.
Austin, I love you. I'm going to mute you for a second because you got some background noise. There we go. All right. So, meaningful interactions. Everybody good? Questions so far? I know I talk fast. Yeah? All good?
Yeah.
All right. So, another thing is a call to action. So, a lot of people make videos and they give all the information in the video. I try to give enough information to get them interested in what I'm talking about so that they'll contact me. The goal is for me to talk to them, right? So I try to give enough information, but then like towards the last 10 seconds of the video, you'll notice I have a little like text will pop up and it says comment help for more information. I could just say DM me or click the link in my bio, but if they do that, I don't get any kind of credit for that, any brownie points. I want the brownie points. So the more comments I have, the more viral my video is going to go. So I always ask people, drop a comment. Even if the comment is tax-free and they say tax-free, 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 then I go in and I answer all those and I say, here's a link to my website, or here's the form to fill out, or here's my email address. Now we have a conversation starting. Again, the more comments I have, the more brownie points I have, the more viral I go. Speaking of going viral, the way these videos work, so I post something. It goes to a small group of my friends. And if you notice in this overview right here, it shows you that personal profile and following. Only 3% of my followers watched this video. All right, so then from my personal profile, 8%. So what this is saying is basically I posted a video. TikTok said, okay, we're going to send this out to a few of your friends. We're going to see how this goes. Depending on my friends, right? Depending on your meaningful interactions, liking, sharing, watching to the end, all that stuff, if everybody has a lot of engagement with the video, then I'm keeping you on TikTok's platform longer, and they like that. So they're going to go, you know what? This one's doing pretty good. We're going to send this out now to a bigger group of people within this person's personal profile, people that follow him, people he follows, stuff like that. So that's where this 8.3 came from. So they sent it to a small group, it did well. They sent it to a larger group, it did well. Now they go, okay, this must be good because a lot of people are engaging with it, and that's when you hit the For You page, and that's where 80% of the viewers came from. You want to get on the For You page. Just tagging For You page is not going to get you on the For You page. It doesn't hurt to tag it, load it up with tags. That's great. But you can also go to viewers on this. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at this, but this will tell you how many new viewers versus returning viewers, how many followers versus non-followers, what their age group is. So most of the people that are watching my video are between 25 and 45 years old, which is perfect, right? That's the sweet spot for an IUL. Over 50, it's probably not the best idea for an IUL unless you just want a death benefit. It shows me the country. This is good. 98.6% are in the United States. So that's awesome because I can't sell anywhere else, right? And then it shows you gender. So 56% male, 35% female, 9% other. So mostly men are watching my video. That's because I'm not that attractive, right? If Nicole posted the exact same, sorry, Nicole, I'm picking on you, but she's prettier than me, right, Josh? So like if his wife posted the exact same content that I just said, I guarantee you she's going to get more views than I am. And it's going to be mostly men. And oddly enough, women are going to trust other women more. Like, women power, engage with women in business. So they're probably going to watch her video. She's going to have more views than I will on the same exact thing I just said. Josh, I see you on camera. Were you trying to talk? You're on mute.
No. I didn't know I was on camera, but you're good. But I agree with you.
Awesome. That she's better looking than me? Need anybody to agree. That's definitely a fact. So, story of my life. So call to action. Don't be boring. You want to be energetic. I mean, if you clicked on a video and somebody sounds like Ben Stein from the Dry Eyes, not Vaseline, what's it, Visine commercial? He's like, dry eyes, try clear eye. Like, you don't want to be monotonous and boring, right? You want to have like good personality, be energetic, be Sean Mike, right? You know how Sean Mike is. I mean, everybody's heard him talk. Like, that man's full of energy and he's passionate about what he's talking about. And that's contagious. Passion is contagious. That's why he has such a big following. People want what you have. If you're excited, you're passionate, it's easier to recruit people. They're like, man, he loves his job. He loves what he does. I want to go work with him, right?
Especially at the convention, like Eric Thomas, he's a motivational, but man, Sean Mike actually does it and he motivates you.
Yeah, exactly. I love Eric Thomas. That was one of my highlights. I've watched him for years, and seeing him, in person was awesome. And Kenny Brooks, I ran into Kenny Brooks and some of his people in Tennessee when I was buying a golf cart, and he's on one of my TikToks. So
Andrew recruited them there afterwards.
Sweet.
He asked him how much he makes because he could make that in a month here, and he got his number. His mom stopped behind and said, "Give me your number 2, so I'll make sure he does it."
Yeah, I've got a flyer right here in front of me. I'm recruiting a couple of his people.
Nice. Dude,
Kenny's cousin,
smart,
actually.
Man.
Yeah,
I love it.
So, but anyway, people buy from people they like. So people like themselves, right? Bio. What should you have in your bio? Let's go back to home. All right, so in your bio, like I try not to have too much stuff up here. I just have eliminate debt, generate wealth, contact me, and here's my website. You click that, and you can find anything from a ton of articles backing up what I'm saying. I love when I post videos about a 401k, and I use Ted Benna, who is the father of the 401k, saying that it's not a good system and that it's failed. And then people argue with me like, oh, that's horse crap. The 401k is the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm like, the guy who invented it just said you're wrong. They're arguing with me, and it's just me posting his video. But anyway, I've got tons of, I'll click on this. That takes you to my landing page, right? Solo.to is an easy landing page. That's what Depot and I both use. It's quick and easy to edit, add stuff to it. All my contact stuff is here. All my channels are here. It tells a little bit about me. And then here's a bunch of articles like Forbes on the IUL and the Roth and Coach Harbaugh, using an IUL and all these things. Then here's a client request form. There's my calendar. So they can click here. When they go to this form, it's just basic, like first name. This is the lead. I'm creating a lead. Just by them clicking this and submitting it, it comes to my email directly. And now I have people to talk to, which is the whole goal and why we're here today, right? So,
hey, can I ask you something? So I can't make any social media with my personal information because I'm moonlighting thing with my job, my other career job. Would a business page be just as good, you think, or?
Yeah, I use a business page for this because a business page allows you to have a link to your email and your website. And personal pages usually do not. They may have changed that. I don't know. But my personal page.
But my business page can't have me. Like I can't have any name, any
That's fine.
Personal information, right? Okay.
Yeah, just don't make it Alpha Team Financial. Like pick a name and not your name.
Okay.
And I'd say you're fine. Cool. But yeah, good question. So I try to keep this very minimal. I don't want it to be cluttered. I just here's what I do. Here's how you reach me. Right? Just very simple. I usually get about 20 leads a week, and since all I do is SRS, that's annuity leads. That's IUL leads. Whenever a video goes viral, I know because I'll wake up and I'll have 200 a day, 200 leads a day asking me for my time.
Crazy.
Can I get on your calendar? When can we meet? That's when it's really fun. That's when you're up till 3 a.m. answering emails, and then you're up, working from 7, 8 a.m. until 11 o'clock at night helping people in Hawaii and California because you can't get to leads fast enough. That's when you're reaching out to people like Josh and Nicole going, hey, can you call these 20 people, help them, and just split me in a little something, right? It's my lead. You just take it. They're ready. They're asking for it. They're ready to sign up. That's when it gets fun. What's crazy with TikTok
is it the same budget too? Same daily budget?
What do you mean? No, I'm not spending anything.
Like before you get here.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not spending any money at all.
All self-generated.
Yep, all self-generated, all organic. So you never know when a video is going to go viral. I'll post a video that I think this is going to be the next best thing, right? And I'll get 500 views. Then I'll post something that's like silly, just something stupid I don't think is going to be a hit at all, and it goes to 1 million views, So you just never know. This is one of my first videos that took off, by the way. This was about IULs. Listen, I wasn't even licensed with any IUL carriers when I made this video. I saw the video from somebody else. It made sense. I kind of remade it. The guy just talked. I made an actual presentation on PowerPoint and sort of went through it. But here, we're still talking about what banks do with your money and how to become your own bank. And at the end, I still point to an IUL. Now that I know more of what I'm talking about, like I said, yes, you can use an IUL for that. But the video that I'm talking about really should have been an Infinite Bank. But still, it got me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads, and I wrote a ton of IULs that year. So I think it worked okay. Another tip, it does take time. Don't give up. I try to use the analogy of a plane. Does anybody know how to fly a plane? I mean, I know how, but I'm not like a licensed pilot, right? So, Nicole, can I pick on you?
Sure.
Just because you laughed at me. So if you were piloting a plane, and let's say there's 500 people on that jet, all right, now at the end of the runway, there's a bunch of trees and then a big mountain, right? You're going to hit trees and a mountain if you don't get off the runway. How much throttle are you going to give the plane to get it off the ground?
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, would you use 20%, 50%, 100%? How much gas would you give
I have
it?
no idea. It's not driving a car.
It is like driving a
90%.
car. It just flies. 100%.
Yeah,
Yes,
are
thank you.
Pulling? Don't you have to pull?
You do have to pull back. Yes, very good. But we're just talking about to get enough momentum to get the thing off the ground, you need 100% throttle.
all
I'm
of
just
it.
guessing. Because if you use 20% throttle, you're going to, poke down the runway real slow and hit a bunch of trees and crash, kill everybody, right? You use 100% throttle, you're going to go as fast as possible. You ever been on a plane, Nicole? Like, whenever they give it gas or jet fuel, whatever they give it, right? When they accelerate, like, it throws you back in the seat. You're like, oh, crap, hang on. It really takes off fast. Now, once they get up to like 30,000 feet, if you notice, it feels like the plane slows down some. You can lean forward a little bit and relax. Like you can tell they're giving it, like, I'm just guessing, 30% throttle. That's because when you get up to 30,000 feet, you can back off the throttle and you can just kind of cruise. When you're new at anything, whether it's you just started in this business or you just started doing social media and you're not getting a lot of following, you're not getting a lot of engagement, don't give up. You got to give it 100% throttle. That's when you have to post 3 things a day. I don't post 3 things a day anymore. I don't have time, for one. So I'm lucky if I can post a couple times a week. I try to, but I have to literally schedule time on my calendar to actually make videos and make content. So another big tip is don't stop buying leads and doing what you're doing. You're already good at general health, right? That's what you're used to. That's your comfort zone. That's your paycheck. If you just say, I'm going to start doing all these big IULs like, Shannon and Juan Franco and Depot and all these people, you're probably going to starve to death because some of those are quick, but some of them take, I've had IULs, Infinite Bank, Annuity. A lot of those take 6 to 8 weeks before they go through, sometimes longer. So you're going to be sitting there waiting and you're not going to get paid. So keep buying leads and keep selling products. So some other people to look at and follow. And listen, if you're shy and you don't want to be on camera, all you have to do is take one of these videos. I can't think of where it's at, but Nicole, I saw you just joined. I just invited you to speak. So you can, if you click that, it'll bring you up into the speaker room instead of the audience room, and then we can hear you. But so when Nicole, that's Money Makeover I was telling you guys about. I was bragging on you before you got here, Nicole, just so you know. So she took one of my videos and she was like, well, I don't want to copy your video. I don't care. Right? What do they say? Mimicry is the best form of flattery or something. Please copy what I say. So I told her, download my video to your phone, right? Play it for like a couple sentences or write it down. And then you record a video of you saying what I just said. Right? And then hit pause or whatever. Go watch a little bit more of my video. Say the exact same. She said the exact same thing I said on a video, and I got like 200,000 views, and she got like 500,000 views. Again, going back to what I said about Nicole, because they're prettier than we are.
For sure.
TikTok is sexist, okay?
That you like.
People click on the prettier people. So, look at this. There's the funniest salesman. There's Kenny and his cousin that I ran into. You can go and you can just click on a video, and if you like that video, you can duet the video, right? And like that's where you see people just shaking their head, pointing. When I make a good point, they just point like, hey, that's right there, listen. So when you do a duet, you're helping my algorithm, right? That's worth roughly 30 brownie points for me. But what you want to do is pick one that has a lot of views, right? Like this one that has 1.8 million. It did really well for me. And just generally speaking, if you repost that same video, you're going to get probably half of those. So real quick, here's some other people to follow. One is Depot. Depot is awesome. Depot is very dedicated to this. Depot's got his kids teaching people finances. His daughter is on one of his things here with a little whiteboard teaching you about like IULs. And I'm like, dude, this is awesome. She's the kid, look right here. That one's his son. His son's sitting there telling you about a budget and how to do this and how to do that. He's teaching his kids at TikTok. It's cute. Again, Nicole's prettier than I am. People are going to click on her video. I'm going to click on that video because, man, there's a child teaching finances here. But what I do with him, again, I scroll through Depot. We steal each other's stuff all the time. Again, we're buddies. He doesn't care. I don't care. But I look for videos that have a lot of views, right? This one has 20,000. He posts a lot that only have 500, 700, 300, 1,100. So scroll down until you see one of his big videos that has like 1 million, 3 million. That's what you want to duet. So if you don't follow Depot, it's just Depot_Edesina. If you search for Depot, by the way, you're going to find about 20 copycats. We all have copycats. If you don't follow Juan, he is now Solid Financial Plan. Just search Solid Financial Plan. Watch some of Juan Franco's videos that he does. So like I said, we all post kind of the same content. We help each other out. You know, I'll steal their ideas. They steal my ideas. We borrow. Sorry, we don't steal. We borrow the ideas. So go down through here and look at some of his things. And like there's him and Depot. You know, like we have tons of little collabs like that. There's Austin Becker. You guys know Austin? Look, there's me and Juan. So it's good that people see your face. They see your face in other people's videos. I think it has even more. Is that Easton Patton? I think that's Easton, yeah. So, you know, look at his account and watch what he's posted and make content like that. Here's Becker. So Becker Life and Investments. That's Austin and Jessica Becker. So go there, watch their video. Same thing. He pins his. So he has like some of his top 3 videos he's got pinned up here. How does an IUL work, etc. Sean Mike, there's his account. It's just his name, Sean Mike. Let's see. Here's another one. So he doesn't work with our company. I'm trying to recruit him. He's trying to recruit me. But this is Ryan Hernandez. Ryan Hernandez does tons of TikTok videos daily. And his videos go viral. He's got 500,000 followers, 3 million likes. Leading expert in cash value life insurance industry. Just go through here and pick some of his videos that have a lot of views and share those. And then Renji Matthews. So Renji was with FFL. He's not here anymore, but Renji does a lot of good videos, like really well edited. His wife does his editing. I have an editor. If you don't want to learn to edit, I have someone that can edit a video for about $15 a video. I went ahead and uploaded all my videos privately so no one can see them, because I still have to edit them. So you need to know how to download videos from YouTube. Did you know you could do that without paying for YouTube? You can sign up for a professional account, pay YouTube, whatever their thing is. So let's just say this Dave and Digna. I know both these people, and they came on one right after another. So like when Digna got off stage, I heard, "And now put your hands together for Dave Wichard." Well, I didn't want to like stop it and restart it, so I just kept it going. Well, now I've got Dave and Digna together. So what I do is I uploaded that video so that I have now space on my phone to record more stuff. But look at this. You go to the video link, right? Copy it, or the link up here. Same thing. Copy the link. You're going to download this app called 4K Video Downloader. I have the professional license, which allows me to download anything I want. Some stuff on YouTube is protected. It has a certain whatever. I can still download it. Doesn't matter. So just for time purposes, I've already downloaded this, but all you do is I click copy over here. I click paste right there, and it's automatically going to start downloading that. You know, I don't need it. There it is. So now here's Dave's video, right? So I'm going to go to this folder, and it shows me where I put it. Okay, so this is where it is. It's in my A drive under videos, 4K video downloader. Got it. So another thing that I can do is I can slide this over here to my other screen, and I can open my editor, CapCut. I click create a project, and now I need to import stuff. Well, you can click import and go to that site, that address, right? Or I can just drag and drop it here. Boom, there it is. So that's the easy way. Then I want to pull it down here into my editor. Let me move my face out of y'all's way. So I move it down here into my editor like this. So what I want to do is zoom in, and you can do this a few different ways, but the easiest is to hold Control and scroll your little mouse wheel, and it zooms in like that. You can extract the audio from this. You can do all kinds of stuff. And then you see your little bar down here, right? How to move across this. You hit the space bar, and it plays. So what I want is to chop this video up. So Dave wants this video, for example, so that he can post it to stuff. So I'm going to zoom back out real quick. Digna talked for a while, and then Dave. So, oops, I went the wrong way, didn't I? So let's go through here until I see, I'm going to edit Digna's also. Oh, that's another trick. Did you see what happened to the lighting? Look at the lighting. See how it's kind of like bright, washed out? You can see everybody, but the speakers are really, really bright. So what you do on your iPhone, I don't know if y'all know about this trick or not, but you can have your video like this. Y'all can see me? If you focus lock, you touch and hold, a little square pops up like that, and then you can drag anywhere on the screen, drag down, and it lowers the light. Okay? Or you can raise the light, right? So that's how I did this. So if you notice this right here, watch my screen. It goes from really bright to, you can tell I focus locked. And now look at the audience. They're blacked out, right? Pretty cool. So that's how I know that's about when I want to start cutting, because that's when they start speaking, is whenever I focus locked. And if you look at the spikes in the sound, you can see when people talk. See how this is bright, like red right here? And this does not have much volume. So right before the end now, I'm going to hit Control B, or you can do the splice button and split those in half. And that just made 2 videos. See the crack right there? I'm just going to click that one and delete it. And it automatically makes Dave at the front of my video now.
And now let's raise the roof for Rob Richmond and Ginger.
All right, so they're coming out. They're going to talk. If you want to keep it in this format, you can. You can also click right here, ratio, and I can change that to a widescreen like this. But it's going to look like this, right? So I recorded it in high def so that whenever I make it widescreen, I can drag it like that. So I could do that if I wanted to, and they're still not super blurry, but I'm going to use this for social media. Most people are using their phones, so I'm going to put it back on 9:16. There we go. Now, something else that's cool, there's some features in here. You can do voice enhancements. It'll block out all those cheers. I want to hear all the cheers. I want people to hear people cheering for him, but you can block all that out, and it's like he has a microphone on, and you can literally just hear the speaker's voice. I did that last year whenever Tyler Adams was telling you how to get annuity leads out of mortgage protection. If you notice in that video, all you hear is Tyler. You don't hear the background noise, people cheering and all that.
We need to show celebration for Sean. What he wants to give everybody in this room to give you the opportunity that you have in front of you.
Dave sounds like a
That's what it's all
rapper.
about. You have opportunity in front of you.
All right, there's Rob talking. So let's see when Dave stops talking. Right about there.
I'm challenging you, wherever you're sitting right now, stop doubting yourself, make the changes you get better every single day of your life, right? Pray about it, work hard, listen to the person who brought you in, follow the example and the blueprint that works, okay? Trust yourself. You are better and stronger than you think you are. Rob.
And I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to hit Control B, splice it, cut this out, and then there's Dave's video. That's really all I have to do. I don't have to edit colors. You can do all that in here. You can do transitions, you can do sounds, but they've already got all that. There's music playing in the background. There's somebody introducing him. So I'm just going to send this to him just raw, just like it is, and he'll probably take little tidbits and clips of this and post it to his different channels. But then you click export, and I give it a name. All my videos go into my A drive under videos, and the name is going to be Dave Witchard. Let's see, Convention 2025. So that'll export, and then I just upload it to TikTok. When I put it on TikTok, well, I'm going to send it to Dave, but when I put stuff on TikTok, you want to make sure you use a lot of hashtags. You want to type in what your video is about, but you also want to space down a little bit and put a hashtag. So I'm going to hashtag Dave Witchard. I'm going to hashtag FFL. I'm going to hashtag Dallas. I mean, just anything you can think of. The more hashtags, I feel like the better. I hashtag it to death. So I try to get about 5 to 10 hashtags. What he's talking about, motivation, motivational speaker, IULs, annuities, whatever the topic is, hashtag that. That's pretty much all I have for today. I'm going to double check my notes, see if I missed anything. But do you guys have any questions at all?
Yeah, man. Hey, so my wife has a pretty decent social media following. Would it not work as good if she's kind of mixing content?
Let her try it. Have her post it. I mean, it can't hurt. I posted stuff on my personal channel for years, and it did really well. And then I pulled that content out, and I opened it. A lot of them were cooking. I opened up my own cooking channel, Simmer Down with Shannon, and it didn't really take off. I'm up to like 3,000 or 4,000 views, followers after a year. So not bad, but not everybody wants to watch me cook, I guess. On my other channel, I had like 12,000, and they were watching it.
All right, cool. Good to know.
But I mean, you can't mess up. Just try it. Trial and error. Just post it, see how it does. I'd open a separate one anyway, post it there, see which one does better. Kind of work them against each other like that.